Hi everybody, today I'm going to give you a few thoughts from St. Anthony's Messenger of May 2022. I have a statue, and I'm going to show you at the end, by an artist named Timothy Schmaltz. This one is a memorial to a different kind of war. What do you mean by that? A Catholic artist's sculpture will serve as a permanent memorial to those who suffered and died during the pandemic, and the healthcare workers who responded with courage and compassion. When I thought about that, I thought, wow, how did he think about that? Well, Timothy Schmaltz has gone over the whole world and even at the Vatican, and he's made different statues. And my one here is the homeless Jesus. And it's Jesus on a bench. And you can't see his face, but what you do see is the scars on his feet from the cross. But Timothy Schmaltz left a space on the bench for people to think, what is that space for? I call it compassion, but it's also a space for the presence of somebody else to be there. So Timothy Schmaltz decided that he was going to make a new statue. And he wondered to himself, how will I make this statue? So he says, he decided he would make a statue like this. In other words, trying to keep the pandemic away from you. And he didn't want it to be a man or a woman. He just wanted it to be someone in need. So it can be anybody. It can be some man, some woman. I was hearing this week on the news that over 1 million people in the United States alone have passed away from the pandemic. 250,000 children were left without a parent or two parents. David Muir, on his show this past week, interviewed some of those children. They're now getting up early, going to school without the mom or the dad driving them, and the mom making their lunch. One boy said, it's really hard. My dad was always at my football games, but I look over where he would sit, and he said, I smile and then I look up. In other words, he's putting his dad in his heart. So when Timothy Schmaltz made this, he said, I finally realized that sickness is expressed in gestures. The twisted torso, the knee drawn up, signifying the suffering of the body. The subtle anguish is revealed in the way the arm is draped over the face, obscuring that it is Jesus' face, said the artist. I made the hand reach out as an invitation to enter into the suffering. Whenever I'm in Rome and I pass that sculpture now, I grasp that hand myself and say a prayer. I've seen many other people do this. In other words, he made a statue that didn't like this, that didn't want this terrible virus to take over them. But the hand was reaching out. Someone else, that could be you or I, that reaches out not just to people in a pandemic, but somebody who maybe needs some care, some understanding, some forgiveness, some patience, some hope, maybe even a little extra friendship today. That can be any of us. Maybe somebody's fearful about something, or something terrible has happened in their family, and they realize you can't take away their suffering. No, but you can also touch them. You know, I found that words can be healing. Friendship can be healing. Understand can be healing. You don't buy that in a pharmacy, or you get a prescription from a doctor for that. It comes from your heart. It's the sunshine of God's love living in you and me. So look up Timothy Schmaltz online. Look at some of his beautiful sculptures. He has one, too, of angels unawares. He has them in the Vatican, and they're lifelike outside. People can sit down on a bench and think of you and I here in this world. We're not made of bronze like his statues are, but his statues inspire us to be what his statues call forth from us. Compassion and empathy and kindness and caring. That's what our world needs. So have a sunshine day today. Take care, everybody.